Hey, it's been a while since I did my window trim with the new molding and whatnot that I got from Japan, brand new. Here it is after I installed it. I did it the lazy way and I just fit it by hand without any adhesive or anything. It's been okay, it's been almost a year, but I've been having issues where the edge kind of just slips off and kind of falls into the channel there. Or I'll have this issue where it kind of just slips off and bulges up. It generally just kind of shifts around and it's kind of annoying. Another thing is I also took this thing off, and sometimes the wind will catch this and it'll end up like this, and if I'm not lucky it'll actually fall off. This has happened maybe twice. So I've determined I have to adhere it just like the factory did. I don't think the factory ever adhered this one, but I will do that too. I'll put a little bit of adhesive in the little channels and hopefully I can heat that up and it'll be fine. There's a lot more room in here than I remember, and I'm gonna get some adhesive in the channel and then push it up against the car and hopefully it'll set and be nice for a very long time. I think the issue here with the original ones where they shrunk and kind of they don't fit anymore, I think the problem was there was no adhesive to hold it and kind of like pull it into place, so that way it allowed for the contraction of the rubber or whatnot, and then it eventually broke. The thing here is glue bad for this too? Maybe it'll crack in place. I really don't know. But this is really annoying, and I don't want this to get ruined like the other one where it would shrink too. So I'm going to replace it with some glue. And these aren't cheap to come by, and they're probably going to get rarer every day. So I want mine to look as good as possible. I'm going to use some of this E6000 glue. I've used it in the past. It sticks on glass, plastic, wood, metal, all kinds of stuff. I will get a little stick and use this stick to apply it. You should probably cover up the surrounding area so you don't get some glue on your paint. Since this stuff is still wet, rubbing alcohol seems to take it right off with a little cloth. If you happen to drop any excess glue on your paint, on your trim, whatever, as long as you wipe it with some rubbing alcohol real quick, it comes right off. At least the type of glue I'm using. You may be using something different. So that's up to you guys. Since I gotta wedge that tight over there, I'm wedging a little pencil there. Should be okay. Now, get glue in this part. This corner here at the front where the door kind of angles out, this is a very important spot. I noticed this slips off a lot, so make sure you get a good amount of glue in there, but not too much, you know. Too much is not so good either. Just to get it in there, to make sure you have some coverage. Oh, crap. I forgot. Now that I've applied the glue all the way around, I'm making sure that it sets properly where it's not bulging out anywhere. I wedged a pencil on that corner, put a rag here. I found a little rubber pen holder guy, jammed his leg in there to simulate that, but the rubber guy's doing a better job than the pencil. I took some of these little cloth rags and I just kind of wedged them in the hole, in the gap, and making sure that I get this bend tight and all set. Looks good. And then now I'm going to work on this part. This one should be easier. Just put some glue in the channel and then just like maybe tape. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna tape this one down. think the pencil's too harsh. Not going to use the pencil anymore. Oh no, I messed it all up. I opened the door. That's one side all set. I'm gonna let this cure and dry, and then I can take a look at what it looks like and if I like how it turned out, and then decide to do the other side too. I didn't use too much of the glue. Should be okay. And if I do ever need to replace glass or whatever, it should be able to come off if you slide a razor blade under there and just kind of break the seal. So I'm not too concerned about that. And fingers crossed, don't have to replace glass. Thanks for watching. It's a short little video today. It's a follow-up to something I did about a year ago. Remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Leave a comment below about whether or not you think this is a bad idea because I glued this weather strip down, or it was a great idea because now I won't risk losing or possibly warping it along the way. So that's it for today. Have a nice day. It's been a few days now, and I took the little tape off, I cleaned it all up, and it came out pretty good. So I decided to do the other side too. As you can see, I'm waiting for that to dry. Let's take a look at it now. So I'm not going to pull too hard because I don't really want to rip it off, but as long as it doesn't really move on its own, it's pretty good. Ooh, let's pinch my fingers. But you can see now, it doesn't shift around. This is great. I decided not to glue this part down, but a little bit of glue kind of got in there. That's just in case I ever wanted to replace the mirror. I didn't want it attached to that. The other side, I was more careful about it. This side, not so much, but it shouldn't be too bad. Just be able to scrape that out. Over here, this piece actually went on real nice. It moves around kind of like the factory one before I replaced it, but it's stuck in place and it won't fly off when I'm driving around. Let's take a look underneath on the other side. It looks pretty even to me. None of it really moves. This is attached. Definitely attached here. This corner bend attached. Looks good to me. I'd say this was a success.